What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over a few new teasers for the rest of The Flash Season 8. So yeah, guys, we're just going to start it off with some set photos for next episode, episode 18. So this first one right here, we just see Barry and Mina. This is just probably Mina showing Barry around. Of course, this has to be before Barry ends up meeting Eobard Thawne, the original Reverse Flash, obviously because Barry is smiling in this picture, so that'll be pretty cool to see. And then we see this one right here where this is going to be like, this is where Barry just finally sees Thawne. He's going to be like, oh crap, why is this guy here, you know? And then obviously he's going to be, you know, he's going to be accusing Thawne that, you know, he's the Reverse Flash. Thawne presumably has no idea what Barry is talking about, which, you know, that I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here or there with Thawne. This is most likely the machine that Thawne built for Mina to get Mina her speed. This machine right here, it kind of reminds me of like something from Star Labs. I can't quite pinpoint what it is, but it looks kind of similar, so maybe that's like what Barry's sort of piecing together, that, you know, this is Thawne and he knows that maybe Thawne still remembers he's the Reverse Flash or something like that. So yeah, those were the set photos for episode 18. Now I'm going to go over the synopsis for episode 18. I probably already went over this in a past video, but nonetheless it says, with a new speedster in town, the Flash gets much more than he bargained for. Obviously that's referring to Matt Letcher's Reverse Flash returning. Meanwhile, Cecile's powers experience a growth spurt, allowing her to aid Team Flash on an entirely different level. So yeah, Cecile's powers are going to be getting a little bit of a boost in this episode. Now, I do have a theory about what's going to happen to Cecile in the rest of Season 8. I'll talk about that a little later in the video. So yeah, with that said, guys, let's go on to the episode 19 synopsis, which reads, the Flash and team are in for the fight of their lives. Meanwhile, Iris discovers the cause of her time sickness. Now, with the first part of the synopsis, you'd have to think that, you know, with Team Flash being in the fight for their lives, you'd have to think that that means they're fighting the Reverse Flash. I also forgot to mention in my trailer breakdown video that there's this one split-second shot in the trailer of Barry, like, on the ground, and this really seems like it's on Lian Yu. Maybe this is when Reverse Flash escapes. I don't know how Reverse Flash is going to escape. That's still a big mystery, but it's looking like that might be happening in episode 18, which should be pretty cool to see. But yeah, nonetheless, Team Flash are in the fight of their lives. I'm assuming that's going to be referring to Reverse Flash. Whether it's referring to original Reverse Flash as well is still a mystery. If I had to put my money on it, I'd say that, you know, this original Reverse Flash is somehow working with the Wells version of Reverse Flash. I think that would be so cool to see. But then the last part of this episode 19 synopsis says, meanwhile, Iris discovers the cause of her time sickness. I think the time sickness is supposed to connect to the main villain of this graphic novel, which is obviously most likely the Reverse Flash. I don't know who else it would be. So if Reverse Flash is the cause of Iris's time sickness, I think that would definitely make sense, especially because Reverse Flash actually tapped into the negative still force earlier in the season, of course, in Armageddon. So I think that could definitely have consequences coming to the finale. And I also just realized something. I've had this theory for a while when it came to Godspeed and Zoom, that maybe the still force going crazy, the still force possibly dying, could like displace things throughout time. That's what I thought would happen with Godspeed and Zoom. That's how I thought they could end up meeting each other, obviously because of that newspaper we saw where it said Godspeed and Zoom destroy Central City. I thought, you know, they'd be displaced throughout time courtesy of the still force. However, what if that's also happening here with the original Reverse Flash? What if this is actually before he ends up becoming the Reverse Flash, and this is actually an origin story, like he's actually displaced throughout time, he's displaced in the past because of the still force? I think that's definitely a possibility. Make sure you guys comment your theories on all that down below. So yeah, that was the episode 19 synopsis. Now moving on to the episode 20 synopsis, which reads, with the Flash still reeling from everything that just happened, the rest of team rallies to support him when he needs it the most. Now, of course, this is the season finale, so with it saying with the Flash still reeling from everything that just happened, you'd have to assume something pretty big happens in episode 19. I think it could be a death of Team Flash or something like that, and that's where I think Cecile comes in. I think maybe Cecile is this death that they're going to be talking about. The reason being, obviously, if you guys remember when Frost died, she like had a super, she like leveled up in that episode right before she died. Yes, I heard it the second it came out of my mouth. I really did not like saying the phrase leveled up because I've heard it so many times. Anyways, I think with Cecile being like getting a boost in episode 18, I think that could eventually lead to her like really helping Team Flash defeat Thawne and then eventually dying. I think that's definitely possible. Obviously there could be somebody else that dies. It could just be like some random casualty. Who really knows? But I think it's definitely possible that someone on Team Flash could end up dying in episode 19. But yeah, other than that, as for episode 20, we're going to have a ton of characters returning. We're going to have Jay Garrick, Bart, Nora, and apparently some of the characters that play the Forces were seen on set. I'm thinking maybe Reverse Flash is going to like absorb or kill the Forces and then absorb their power to power himself. I think that's definitely what's going to happen there. And also, of course, we're going to have Mina Dawin return. And I'm really hoping that this mystery character that's supposed to be like a crazy character appearing in the finale, I hope it's going to be like a new speedster, like maybe Max Mercury. They kind of teased him earlier in the season. I believe it was episode 16 they teased him. Maybe it's going to be like Superman or someone along those lines. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what they've got for us, and I'm really hoping that original Reverse Flash, that's probably the biggest mystery to me, is what's going to be going on with the original Reverse Flash. I'm really hoping he's going to end up teaming up with the Wells version. Obviously, we've seen set photos of the Wells version in the season finale, so we know that he's going to be appearing. I'm hoping that the Wells version actually like ends up dying, and then in season 9 they can just use the original Matt Letcher Reverse Flash. I think that would be a great way to end the show. Obviously, that doesn't mean season 9 is going to be the last season. I'm really hoping for a season 10. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, that's about all the information we've got for the rest of season 8. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your thoughts on all of this Reverse Flash season finale stuff. What do you guys think is going to be happening? Just comment all your theories down below. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say, and I'll see you guys in the next video.